That's the purpose of twice a day BEMER.
Mm.
And how did you stumble upon BEMER? I mean, that must have been really impressive hearing from your perspective on the effect on the microcirculatory system.
Kaylee, I would have never looked at BEMER ever. But I was trained traditionally, and, you don't accept a medical product or a supplement or a drug that hasn't been proven by multi-center, thousands of patients, randomized placebo-controlled trials. That's not how I was trained. And, I wore lead for 20 years, leaning over opening arteries, and it destroyed my back. And I did everything I could think of traditionally, physical therapy and acupuncture and water aerobics and Pilates, you name it. I did all those things multiple times with no success. So then I ended up with 5 back surgeries. Wow. And I was still miserable. I did all those things again, Yeah. But 8 years ago, a patient of mine came into my office and said, Dr. Jud, I'm going to introduce you to someone that's going to help your back. Because my patients know me. I mean, I couldn't get in and out of a chair. I never smiled.
Oh, gosh.
So I let this guy come into my office, he's wheeling a suitcase on wheels, and he's got this garment bag, and he puts this mat on my exam table and wraps this thing around my back and plugs it into a computer, starts talking to me. Truthfully, I didn't know who he was. I didn't know what he was doing to me.
It wasn't the patient. It was the patient.
No, it was the patient's friend.
Yeah, it was his friend. Yeah.
Lay on your own exam table.
I'm going to introduce you to this guy, and I'll tell you who he is or who he was in a minute, but I just let this random dude do this Monday through Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I had 8 10-minute sessions on the thing. And then I'm in Mexico in this tiny boat banging, trying to catch a marlin for 3 days. And I get to the hotel and I told Leslie, I said, my back should be killing me. I said, you think this little midget with the mat is honest? and Leslie's a cardiac nurse, because I told you I met her in the cath lab day one of my internship. She goes, no, that's just a placebo effect. So anyway, I didn't listen to her. I started looking into pulsed electromagnetic frequency. I'd never heard of it. I read everything written in English, some small studies. I knew how it worked, so I bought one. And I'm in our basement. But so Leslie comes down the steps one day, and I'm sitting in this anti-gravity chair with BEMER. She's like, what is that? I said, I bought the BEMER. So long story short, it took about 3 months for me to really improve till I could smile. I could sleep more than 20 minutes. And Leslie secretly started studying it, when I was at work. And she knows how it works. It's helped her, and it's obviously helped me. And so the two of us have been sharing BEMER for 8 years, to anybody that wants to try it out.